So I was actually in Wyoming and my mom sends me a message. She's like, Bruce, someone just got attacked in Wyoming in Teton National Park by a grizzly bear. Check this out. I saw the headline, haven't actually watched the full video, so I'm going to react to it here live. Let's see what happens here.
A veteran on his honeymoon who came face to face with a grizzly bear protecting her cub and somehow lived to tell the tale. Matt Gutman spoke with him exclusively. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. Shane Patrick survived deployments in Iraq. He survived a brain tumor, the loss of family members, but it was a different danger that lurked in the Wyoming woods. One that weighs about 400 pounds, can run about 30 miles an hour, and has 4-inch long, razor-sharp claws. Chloe and Shane Patrick were hiking on a honeymoon in the Grand Tetons, celebrating marriage and Shane's recovery from a brain tumor.
So I was moving, and I was just like, at this point, just watching my GPS.
They split up because Shane was trying to find a particular owl, but an owl wasn't the animal he encountered.
It was close enough for me to identify that it was definitely a cub.
What does your body do when you register, A, that there's a cub, and immediately then you see an adult grizzly, and it's charging you?
I locked up, and it's the decision-making and such a fearful moment. It's insane how fast it all happens. I don't know, I just went to pure instinct.
He had bear spray, but not enough time to use it.
I just was like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to spray this animal. That's when I ducked and covered. She just bit down.
That's incredible. So he wasn't able to deploy his bear spray because he froze. Here we have a combat veteran who saw live action in Afghanistan and he was unable to react. That just goes to show you just never understand how you are going to react when a grizzly bear charges you. And that goes for a bear spray, but it also goes as much, if not more so, for a gun. I believe you should be practicing both. Yes, deploying a bear spray is pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy, but you never know how you're going to react in a situation when a grizzly bear is charging you. Are you going to be able to get that grizzly? Are you going to be able to deploy that bear spray between you and the grizzly bear in the time required? For gun users, it's even a heavier burden. You have to draw that gun and shoot the vitals of a charging grizzly bear. Just make sure you're practicing with whatever you carry, or if you're carrying both, make sure you're practicing with both consistently. That's so important, and it's an obvious lesson of this experience.
Each leg, and she picked me up and kind of thrashed me around. That's when she went towards my head, but I kept my hands interlocked like this and just trying to protect my arteries in my neck. She bit down and got my left wrist and my right hand. I heard a pop, and at that point in my head, I was like, all right, she's in my skull.
But it wasn't his skull, it was the bear spray can. After a taste of that, Mama Bear ran off.
No way. Okay, so he's in the vital position. He's, hunched over with his hands around his neck. The bear goes for the death bite on his neck and instead punctures the bear spray, and the bear spray ends up saving his life probably. That is incredible, and frankly kind of amazing. When you're in that feeble position, your back is kind of exposed, but it's kind of protected by a backpack, especially if you have a backpack like with a frame, which a lot of outdoorsmen do have a backpack with a frame. That leaves your skull, which is pretty hard, but your neck is just a super vulnerable position. If you're carrying your bear spray in a hand, whether you're jogging or you just want really quick access, and then you go into that fetal position, that bear spray is in the exact correct place to protect your neck. The Bear Blitz bear spray holster, we're actually coming out with a hand strap that's going to integrate into the back side of this MOLLE here. So on one side, the MOLLE, you have the clip that integrates into the MOLLE of your backpack and the MOLLE of the bear spray. At the other side, you're going to be able to get a hand strap, so you're going to be able to run with it. And that's going to be incredibly cool because your bear spray, if a bear does attack you, will be hopefully in the correct position right above your neck. That's very cool. It helps us learn something from this experience, and it helps us make our products better. I'm really glad that guy is okay. I'm glad he survived his cancer and the bear attack. What an incredible story that he's going to be able to share for the rest of his life.